I work at a recently built parking garage and transit hub, and at late night, it is my job to lock everything up until the morning and patrol the dark building alone with just a radio linked to the local police department. It's a very simple procedure that takes maybe 10-15 minutes to lock up everything, with 15-minute walkthroughs every hour. At roughly 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm very tired. My 8-hour shift with 4 more hours to go. I drag myself through the security door, fancy talking for a room with a chair and monitors, and begin my ascent through the ramps. I listen to my foot echoes and realize it seemed quieter than usual. I can smell the typical putrid smell of the city, of the fermenting feces in the trash can from the numerous homeless from the area using the trash bins. We had locked down the public bathrooms to prevent damage, theft, vandalism, and most importantly, deaths from people overdosing in there in the middle of the night. I finally got to the top floor and summoned the elevator. I placed my forehead against the door, feeling the cold air rush up through the elevator shaft as it reaches my floor with a satisfying ding. I got to the ground floor and continued back to the office. I flung the door open and hung it head inside it, running for the cold office room and using my magnet fob to open the door. The door usually gets hung up a little, so with a swift heel, I slam it shut and make my way to the desk. The computer that lends the camera is worthy of being called Asian. I'm pretty sure they don't even make them anymore, not to mention the internet the camera runs off is so slow, they take forever to update, so I sat there with my new favorite pastime, watching myself around with a tremendous amount of lag time. I sat there watching myself drudge on the stupidity of hot weather. I laughed to myself as I watched the head land against the cold steel of the top floor elevator doors. As the doors opened and the flight floods the area around me, my blood went ice cold. There was a man standing no more than 6 feet away, just staring at me. As I entered the elevator, he headed for the stairs, already vaulting down the steps. My heart races as I watch each camera as he hits each floor I hit. The fourth, the third, the second, almost seamlessly as he keeps getting perfect timing with the elevators. My ears begin to boil as I feel all the blood rush to my head. I'm having a hard time breathing. I watched as the elevator doors close and he begins following me again, getting closer and closer. After each turn of the corner, I watch as I fling open the door and he catches it, heading in right behind me as my heart pounding in my eardrums. He's inside the building. I keep watching, knowing I should look away. I can't find him, then I see why. I kick the door shut in his face, which means, as I search the room, I eventually discover it's just me in there. I radio for a few officers to come in and they sweep the building, give me a slap on the wrist for not paying attention and left. The rest of the night, I stayed in the room. I watched each camera delinquently, but I never saw him again. Now, every time I go to the work, I can never shake that feeling that I'm being watched.